Blessings, everyone. As I reflected on this course, the ethical principle that came into harmony with my personal and spiritual beliefs is autonomy, which is respecting a client's right to make their own decisions and direct their own life. At the beginning of this course, I did not fully realize how challenging autonomy could be for me. As a mother of three children and someone with strong Christian beliefs, my natural tendency is to want to help people make make what I believe are good decisions. When I care about someone, I want to protect them from making choices that could potentially harm them. I think many of us do that with people who we truly love and care for. As I keep progressing through this course, and especially after reading the Mitchell article on the harness model, I began to understand autonomy a little bit differently. I realized that counseling is not just about directing people toward decisions I would make. It is about helping clients to make informed decisions for themselves. It is about respecting autonomy. It does not mean I have to agree with every choice the client wants to make. It means I respect their dignity and their right to choose. The harness model really challenged my thinking because it encouraged me to honestly examine my own values and where they come from. It made me realize that sometimes my desire to help could unintentionally become a desire to control outcomes. That was not easy to admit. The model reminded me that self awareness is an ongoing process and that counselors must continually evaluate whether their personal beliefs are influencing the counseling relationship. One ethical area that still remains difficult for me is the principle of justice. Justice requires counselors to provide fair and equal treatment to all clients, regardless of their beliefs, regardless of their values, lifestyle, or background. And it is probably still difficult for me as a Christian to see people who are not Christians who have different beliefs than me, because Christians' beliefs are very, very important to me. And while I fully believe every client deserves respect, dignity, and competent care, I know I still need to continue working through situations where a client's beliefs or life choices may be different from my own. My challenge is making sure that my personal beliefs never interfere with the care I provide. To continue working through this conflict, I plan to intentionally educate myself, intentionally engage in ongoing self reflection, supervision, asking for help, consultation, and professional development related to multicultural counseling and value awareness. I also want to continue using the harness model as a tool for identifying areas where my personal beliefs could affect work with clients. In addition, prayer and spiritual reflection, talking to God and Jesus Christ, are important parts of my life, and I believe they help me remain humble and aware of my own limitations. One of the biggest lessons I learned from this course is that ethical counseling is not about having no personal beliefs. It is about being aware of those beliefs and making sure that they do not harm clients or interfere with the counseling relationship. This course helped me better understand the importance of self-awareness, humility, and ethical decision making. And I know that this will be a lifelong process as I continue my journey toward becoming a counselor. Thank you for listening, and God bless you all. Bye.